Welcome to our lore review for the 5th episode of the 2nd season of The Manda-LORE-ian. As always, references are brought to you by our personal collection of books, the Cardass Library. Welcome to Not Naboo. Those white lightsabers remind me of the Force Beam from the late 1970s. It was a fake lightsaber toy capitalizing on the popularity of Star Wars at the time. I had one of them as a child. The last time we saw Ahsoka Tano in pre-Disney continuity was in the final episode of the 5th season of Star Wars, The Clone Wars. Here she uses the Force to distract her opponents. Her master's master, Obi-Wan Kenobi, used a similar trick on the Death Star in A New Hope. 100 deaths! The guard is using a scope like the one used by Rebel Osleo Prinert in A New Hope. Go ahead and leave the door open. It's not as if you've had troubles in the past. The 8D8 droid model was designed and built by the Verpine species. The droid was first named in the original Kenner Toys line in the 1980s. Beskar was originally referred to as Manda-LORE-ian Iron. It was called Manda-LORE-ian Iron in Tales of the Jedi, the Freeden Nad Uprising in 1994. Here, let me get you out of the way for the attack coming sometime in the next couple of shots. The bird sitting on the limb appears to be a convor. This type of bird first appeared in the 3rd season of the Clone Wars. The dialogue from Ahsoka here seems to indicate that she and Grogu are communicating via telepathy. While telepathy has been portrayed as a difficult force power to master, there are certain exceptions, such as the case with the Solo twins. However, there is a strong familial bond there. As far back as the Empire Strikes Back novelization, there were indications that familial bonds mattered. While this page doesn't make clear whether or not Leia is receiving actual words from Luke or just a feeling, the dialogue between Luke and Vader in Empire Strikes Back seems to indicate that they can hear each other's words. Certain species, such as the Iktachi, Drathos, and Anzadi, have natural telepathic ability that may or may not have anything to do with the Force. It has been observed throughout the saga that Yoda has formidable mental powers. Perhaps some of those abilities are innate to his species and he only augments them with the Force. This could explain how Ahsoka was able to get such detailed information from Grogu. One could even use this line from Ahsoka to support this theory. If he wasn't using the Force, then how was he communicating? Since they apparently haven't over the last, 30 years? This is a curious line from Ahsoka, given the timeline. Yaddle died when Ahsoka was 11 years old. Yaddle had been a member of the Jedi High Council for many years while Ahsoka was around the temple. It will take quite a bit of incredulous retconning to explain this one away. One has to wonder if the creators inserted this line in response to fans' complaints of Grogu's Force use in the 1st season. Grand Admiral Thrawn was first introduced in 1991's Heir to the Empire by Timothy Zahn. He was figuratively neutered in post-Disney continuity. Check the description for a link to my video on this topic. Tython was revealed as the home of the Jedi in the Darth Bane novel Rule of Two by Drew Karpyshyn. The HK series of assassin droids first appeared in the pre-Disney continuity game Knights of the Old Republic. Jackie Chan! This was yet another episode where Din Djarin failed to have any conversations with other characters that would reveal more about him. With all of Ahsoka's experiences, think of the interesting conversations they could have had together. Instead, they focused on the video game quest. He had a Jedi right in front of him, Ahsoka. The mood of this series has made it feel less and less like Star Wars. Unlike earlier episodes, it didn't have the advantage of having Tusken Raiders, Stormtroopers, and X-Wings around to make it look like Star Wars. Even with Ahsoka around, to us, it felt the least like Star Wars of every episode in the series.